it's Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here and thank you for participating in this mystery crochet along. I hope it's been fun for you. Hopefully there was a little bit of mystery to it. So we're going to continue on. And by the way, if you like what you see here, if you had fun doing this, please consider subscribing and becoming part of our crocheting family. We do all kinds of fun things. I do mystery crochet alongs every once in a while, but we also have a lot of other fun things that we do on this channel. So please consider subscribing and becoming part of this fun. So we're going to start this part of the mystery crochet along with the medium brown color. And what we'll do is we will chain 2 and put 8 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So chain 2, 8 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. I'm going to pause it here and come back when I have 8. Attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, so there should be 8 single crochets in that round. We're going to chain 1 and put 2 single crochets as an increase in each stitch. So I'll show you one more, and then we'll pause here and we'll each go all the way around and then come back. You'll end up with 16 single crochets in this round. Okay, I'm going to pause here and we'll finish that round and come back. Okay, I joined with a slip stitch to the very first single crochet. We're going to chain 1, and there's going to be a pattern we're doing here. We're going to increase, do 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And this is the pattern. It's going to be 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 in the next, all the way around. So why don't we pause here and finish our round. Join with the first one with a slip stitch, and then we'll come back. All right, I'm all the way back around and attached to the first one with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1. There's another pattern we're going to do here. We're going to increase or do 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So one in this one, 1 in this one, 2 in the next one, an increase. When I say 2, I mean an increase, 2 single crochets in that one stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. We're going to continue that pattern all the way around, attach to the first single crochet, and then come back for the next directions. Okay, I attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1 and just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. I don't think I need to demonstrate the whole row for you, so we'll finish putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around, join with the first one with a slip stitch, and then come back. Okay, for the next round, we're going to chain 1. We're going to do an increase, so it'll be 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I'll demonstrate this one more time, but this will be the pattern for the whole round. So increase, do 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3. We'll pause here and finish our round, attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and then come back. Okay, for the next round, we're going to chain 1. We're going to increase in the first stitch, so 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. I'll repeat that pattern one more time for you, and then we'll pause and finish it and come back. This is 2, 3, 4. Now 2 single crochets, an increase in the next stitch. 1, 2, and then 1 of the in each of the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue that pattern around. attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and then we'll come back. All right, so for this round, we're going to chain 1, and this is going to be the same thing we're going to do for the next 5 rounds. Just going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So make 5 more rounds with just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. We'll pause here and come back when we have 5 rounds. Here's how it looks 5 rows later. The next row, we're going to chain 1, single crochet 2 together, the decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the pattern around. Now we're going to decrease, single crochet 2 together, which is a decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6. Decrease, 1 single crochet in the next 6. Join me when we get back to the beginning. For the next round, we're just going to chain 1, put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So why don't we pause here, and then we'll meet up once we've completed the round. 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, for the next round, we're going to chain 1, single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue that pattern around, single crochet 2 together, decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6. The end of the round will end by single crocheting 2 together. We'll come back when we've both completed that round. Okay, so I completed that round, and then I switched colors. So now I have my color of choice. We're going to chain 1, single crochet 2 together, 1 single crochet in the next 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to continue this pattern around, single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches. At the very end of the round, you're going to end with 5 single crochets. It's not going to end evenly, but it's perfectly fine. It's good for this pattern. So we'll end with 5 single crochets in the last 5 stitches. When you're done, join up. For the next round, we're just going to chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And then join with the first single crochet with a slip stitch. So we'll pause here, finish the round, and then come back for the next direction. Okay, for the next round, we're going to chain 1. We're going to decrease, single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to continue that pattern around, decrease, single crochet 2 together. I'm just saying it both ways. It's not an extra step. I was just saying it both ways for those who like it either way. And then 1 single crochet in the next 4. At the end of the round, you're going to single crochet 2 together and then have 1 single crochet. It does not end evenly. This is okay. This is going to work out great for the pattern. So at the very end, you're going to continue this pattern all the way around, single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches until you get to the very end. You'll do the 4, then you'll single crochet 2 together, and then there'll be 1 stitch left over at the end. So you put 1 stitch in there, and then join with the first one, and we'll come back for the next directions. Okay, to end, we are going to do 8 rows, chain 1 of just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So I'll pause it here and we'll do 8 rows, 8 rounds of just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And then I'll come back for the next direction. Okay, here's how it should look. The next step is to stuff this. So I won't show you me stuffing the whole thing, but I'll get us started. You want to stuff it pretty full. So go ahead and stuff that. I'm sorry, by the way, I finished and weaved in my ends with that one. So if you need to do that as well, and then stuff it, and then we'll come back for the next. Here's how it looks when it's stuffed. And now we're finally going to be using your darkest brown. This is how mine looks. So we're going to take this and we're going to start by chaining 2. Ignore the sore on my thumb. It's the dumbest thing. I was opening a jar of peanut butter. I was trying to get the little paper off of it, like peeling the paper off of it. I was using this hand to peel the paper off, and I scraped it along the bottom of the can. Stupid little thing. It's just taking forever to heal. All right, 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So here's 1, here's 2. You guys should be a pro at going in around by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, so next step will be to chain 1 and put 2 in each stitch, 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So we're going to increase in every stitch. I'll come back when I've finished that. Okay, we're going to have a pattern for the next row. I attached to the first single crochet already. Chain 1, and the pattern will be 2 single crochets in the first stitch and 1 in the next. 2 single crochets in the next, 1 in the next. Let's pause here and meet up when we've come all the way around. Okay, so now we're just going to chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. We're going to repeat that until from the bottom up measures 5.5 inches. And then you're going to finish with a tail and make a second one. I'll come back and show you when mine's done. Okay, so now you should have 2 of them measuring about 5.5 inches long, and finish them with a tail. And now for the fun part. We're going to put it together. So we have those 2 pieces and this that we did today. We have these, this, and this little cup. This little cup part is what we're going to start with. And this part right here. So I don't know if this was an obvious one, if you've got it all figured out, or if you've had it figured out. I don't know if this is a mystery. It was hard for me to tell if this would remain a mystery or not throughout the whole process, but I thought it was a really cute little pattern that I came up with. I liked it a lot. So we're going to attach the safety nose kind of maybe slightly above the middle of this cup. Right here, sorry, I wasn't in the middle. I was looking off camera for a minute. Okay, then we're going to add a little bit of stuffing. That's probably way too much. Let's see. Just a little bit of stuffing so that it's not floppy. Maybe slightly more than that. So if you like this project and you're not already subscribed to me, I would encourage you to subscribe, become part of this fun. Okay, so you're going to kind of want to line up where the safety nose is with the middle of this, kind of like here. And then you're going to sew it on. I probably won't have you watch me sew the whole thing, but I'll just do a few stitches. There's no like right or wrong way. We're just kind of stitching it so that it stays on. I'll do one more stitch here and then I'll come back after it's completely stitched on. And you can pause the video and do the same. Okay, so pause here and I'll do the same and we'll come back when that's on. Okay, here's how it looks. We'll put this to the side and you're going to take this part and then the one piece here that's not stuffed, and you're going to keep it not stuffed. And you're going to sew. Oops. There should be a tail piece for this. And I'll tell you this is a tail. So you're going to sew it like this. There's not an exact row, but if you look where the start is, maybe up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish rows will be where the bottom goes, and you sew around it. So I'm going to sew mine on, and then we'll come back for the next step. The next step is going to be to sew the head on the body. Now I'm going to show you the spoiler so that it helps put you, helps you to put it together a little bit better. This is the prototype that I used in making this pattern up. So it's a cute little doggy. So the doggy's kind of meant to be laying down. So we will sew the head on the body and then the ears kind of right above the eyes. And then the arms, and well, I guess they're all legs, but and then the legs on kind of like this. So that when I'm putting this head on here, I didn't want you to think that's weird, it doesn't seem to make sense, like maybe it should be like this or whatever. So we'll just put it this way, and keep in mind this is going to be a laying down dog. So you can just take the head and sew around, and then we'll come back for the next. The next part is to sew the ears on, and they're going to go kind of directly over the eyes. One will go here, and the other one will go here, and then they'll just hang down. So we'll come back when that's done. Okay, next we're going to sew on the 2 legs that have your color of choice on them, because these are going to be, this is going to be like the dog is wearing a long sleeve sweater. And we're going to sew those on right a little bit below where the ear meets and kind of right at the top of the sweater. His arm is going to come forward and rest under his chin. So you could even do like a little angle. So if you look at the ear and kind of use the ear as a guide, it's maybe a 1/2 inch down is where you want to sew it on, and same on the other side. About a 1/2 inch down, but up against the top of the sweater. Okay, we'll come back when those are sewn on. All right, I have the front legs on this baby. And I'll just show you with the back legs on my finished one. You're kind of gonna line up with where the top of the tail is. It doesn't have to be perfect alignment, but that's where you're gonna put the legs on, and they're gonna be sewn more on like sideways as if they were gonna be standing on him. Now he's not gonna be standing on, but it's like he's laying down with his legs out like this. And so that's why we'll sew them on that way. I'll sew the other one on and show you, but I wanted to show you really quick. You know, this one is right here, and then I have this one, and then I made another little sweetie pie because I thought, what would it look like if I used crocheting thread to make this pattern? And I am so in love with this little guy, and he is going to be mine forever. I am not giving this one away. I love this one. So the only thing I did differently, because I did everything the same way, I only used the thinner thread and a very small needle. I did not stuff the legs because it was difficult to, but what I did was I put a marble in the feet of each of the legs, and it gives it a little bit of weight and a little bit more, less, like, I don't know, to me it made it look a little more like the legs were legs. So you can always go back and look at this pattern and try it with the crocheting thread if you wanted to have a smaller version of this dog. I also wanted to say to keep track of my upcoming videos, or even the ones that I have just done, because I am going to explain a giveaway that I'm going to do with the two bigger dogs. So these two are going to be in a giveaway. The little one I am not doing a giveaway on. I'm in love with him, but you can feel free to make your own using that same pattern, just with the smaller needle or smaller crochet hook and then the crocheting thread instead of yarn. So I'll sew his legs on and then I'll come back and show you. Here's the doggy all finished with the legs on. What I wanted to say before was I would love if you would send me pictures of your finished dog, and I would love to post them in my community tab. So if you've done this project with me and you don't mind me sharing your picture, I would love to post that on my community tab. I hope you enjoyed this project, and thank you so much for participating with me.